I want to talk about flexibility in the bow hand. So you just hold up your left hand, your violin hand, and then you're going to become a jellyfish back and forth with your right hand. So we start straight fingers and then we curve them. Cool. So that's the jellyfish exercise. The next exercise is if you find a table, pretend this is my table, and you're going to put your hand flat against it and go down. So it's creating like a right angle between these fingers and the wrist and the hand. So we're going to be on a table and your fingers are going to come up and down like this. Okay, then the next step is to take away the table and you're just doing it on your hand. Now the important thing is that your fingers come up to be the same level as your hand and then they go down again, up, down, and that your hand isn't moving back and forth. Hand is the same, fingers are the ones that are moving. And you can do the same thing on your bow. So you hold your bow with your normal grip and hold it with your left hand just to support it. And you're doing the same thing, up and down, up, down. So straight fingers, curved fingers, straight fingers, curved fingers, or long fingers, short fingers, long fingers, short fingers. Okay, but the important thing is that these fingers are coming up to the same level. Okay, so as you can see, it's mainly coming up and down at the moment, right? So if I hold up this way, we're going side to side, but actually you want to start going up and down with the bow. So instead of going side to side more, you kind of have to make sure your fingers are tilted and that you're pulling the bow up and back down, up, back down, like this. And then you can use one finger, so you're aiming for that finger. And then the last exercises are up, right at the frog. You don't want to be doing this at the tip because you're going to be bouncing everywhere. At the frog, on the E string, go upper, so straight fingers to curved fingers. Straight fingers to curved fingers. And then we do it the other way, curved fingers to straight fingers, down bow. Now often people start using their whole hand, so it's good to either hold your own hand or get mom or dad to hold your hand for you. So it's just your fingers moving on the uppers. And then once that becomes easy, you can do down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? And then once that's easy, you put it into longer bows. So it's kind of like a jellyfish flopping at the end. And then once that's easy, you can start doing string crossing. So down bow on the A string, we have our curvy fingers. And then up bow on the E string, we have our straight fingers. Down bow A string, curvy. Up bow E string, straight. Same thing on the D and A. So down bow on the D string, we do curvy fingers. Up bow on the A string, straight fingers. Make sure you move your elbow when you get there, and then it stays basically on one level. So the fingers and the wrist are doing most of the work. Same thing on the G string, down bow, curved fingers. Up bow straight fingers. So we're doing circles like this, lower string first, then upper string. So now we're going to do it the other way. So we do upper string down bow, E string down bow, A string up bow. Straight, curved fingers on the E string, A string, straight fingers. Same thing on the A and the D. So down bow, curved fingers, up bow, D string, straight fingers. Down bow on the D string, curved fingers, up bow on the G string, straight fingers. We can start slurring them, okay? So we go A string, curve, straight. D string, curve, straight. G string, curve, straight. Then we can start up bow. So we go straight to curve. Up bow, straight to curve. And then you can combine those two. So we go A, E, A, E, A, E, A, E. So it's kind of curved, straight, straight, curved. Curve, straight, straight, curve, straight, straight, curve. Same thing on the D. Curve, straight, straight, curve. Then G string. Okay, and then you can kind of combine the strings. So I like to do bottom, middle, top, middle, top, middle, top, middle. By this stage, your fingers should feel pretty flexy, pretty jellyfish-like. Then we can start doing barrier large, which is we go, it's basically that same exercise except we only go top, middle once. So bottom, middle, top, middle, bottom, middle, top, middle. Okay, same thing on the G string. And what's the most challenging, I think, is when we start doing barrier large with separate bows. It's very advanced, so if you're not able to do it, that's okay. Just stick with these. Now, of course, the G string. Yeah, so those barrier large exercises are more like 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, AMS, that sort of thing. So all this stuff we should start doing earlier. But if you can't do the barilage, totally fine.